I can feel it. The shift is happening. The shift is happening. Like that purple revolution BS was just BS because it was started by somebody who's really not that interested in it. But the truth is, there will be one. And well, actually, let me put it this way: there won't be a purple revolution. There will be a parallel revolution. Yeah, so it's going to be a parallel revolution because we don't need to necessarily become one. We just need to have the same objective, be going in the same way. So I can see a parallel revolution, not a purple revolution. So just suspend your belief, accept the new perspectives. Um, be discerning. You still have to be discerning because some people are turning just because they're having hard times, not because they learned anything. First card is going to be, what is the energy of the No Kings Parade Day? Is that it? Yes. Okay. I don't like it. Okay. What do we need to be aware of to navigate that energy? Oh, get it. I get it. What do we need to be aware of to navigate that energy? We got the moon in reverse for that. What do we, the people, need to be aware of to navigate that energy? What do we, the people, need to be aware of to navigate that energy? Okay. What was that? Was that it? No. Okay. You sure? No. All right, make it come back out if that was it. What do we need to be aware of to navigate that energy? Is that? I'm sorry, I just threw that, so that wasn't the way that it goes for me. What do we need to know to navigate this energy? What do we need to know? Is that it? Okay. I feel like there's another one to this. Is there something else to know? Okay. So what else do we need to know? Is that it? Both? 3? Okay. How does that? All right. So if we need to know that, what can they do? Let's see. Okay, if that's what they need to know, what's the other thing? Okay. All right, so what will be the outcome of that day? Is that a good question? Okay. What would be the outcome of that day? Is that it? No. All right, let's split the outcome in two. What would be the outcome of that day if they don't... Well, let's not split it in two. Let's just give me the outcome of the day. What's the outcome of the day based on today's energy about what we're picking up? What will be the outcome? Flip it? Okay. What will be the outcome? It just feels like, yeah, I'm getting goosebumps behind this. It feels like there's two ways it can go, two paths, you know? Yeah, I'll tell you the cards in a second. I'm sorry. Hold on, I just want to know. Like I said, the first card was the moon in reverse. But I want to know, what's the outcome of that day? Yes? Okay. Based on today's energy, what would be the outcome of that day? Just one card, please. One card. Great. Clarify that for me, please. Can you clarify that one for me, please? One card clarification, please. Yes? Okay. Makes sense. So it's a good... Okay. Alright. So let's take a look. Alright, so the energy of that day is the moon in reverse, which comes... Oops. Which has confusion, fear... Oh, hold on. Let me do this. Here. Okay. So the energy of that day is confusion, fear, illusion, and deception. So the words that jumped out to me the strongest about the energy of the day is that it's going to be illusion and deception to create the fear and confusion. Okay. So again, it's keep your head on straight, because they're going to be doing things to make it seem... I don't know why I keep saying bigger. Like I'm hearing bigger in my head. So it's going to make things seem bigger than they are. Because I'm thinking like, would it be more dangerous? But it's like, no, they reject that word. So it just feels bigger than it, making things feel bigger than it is. So be aware of that, is that there's going to be fear, delusion, maybe fear and deception and illusion. There's going to be illusion and deception to create the fear and confusion. There we go. So basically, it's just keep your head on straight. Don't be paying attention necessarily to them. Just keep aware, be aware. It's a protest, so that just makes a lot of sense there. And what's really interesting is, look, what day is the King's Day? It's on the 18th, right? So that came out perfect. Alrighty, so then the cards here are, what do I need to be aware of to help me navigate this day, this energy of the day? So that's the same thing here. So we got, the first card we got here was the Knight of Cups in reverse. And so what do you need to be aware of? You need to be aware of the emotional manipulation. And the instability, yes. So keep your head on a swivel, but the emotional manipulation, and that's where I'm getting goosebumps about it. So again, like I said, they're going to be making it feel bigger, whatever the it is, and that is going to be emotional manipulation. That is them going to, that is them like trying to make things look worse than they actually are. So they're going to be manipulating you, trying to get into your head, like that type of stuff. And so if you know that's part of the game, then you know how to play the game. Okay. The other thing here that came out was the Nine of Pentacles, which would be in a better reading, straight up would be like abundance and stuff. And that's great. But here, the words that we're dealing with are dependency, overspending, financial difficulty, material loss, and loneliness. What's actually, okay. So what's jumping out is, and it's interesting because I think Dave and, what do you mean, who, it depends on who goes there, because there are going to be people who try to cause trouble. There's a group of people called the accelerationist, which means they're just trying to accelerate the burn, they're trying to accelerate everything so we can hurry up. So there's a religious set of accelerationists who is trying to hurry up and bring Jesus back for some reason, because they think that will get them there. And then there are other accelerationists who are just like anarchists, basically. And so they want to just burn it all down because they don't believe in government. And it's like, okay, if you don't have a government, then what do you have? Even a king would be a form of government. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's just so stupid. But anyway, that's their assignment. So you're gonna have people like that, and then you'll have your ICE people. So the ICE people you'll have to look out for, because again, that's going to be in select cities. So understand that part too. It's not going to be in every city, but you can bet your ass it's going to be in Chicago. You know, so just be aware of them trying to bait and goad and get into your head. I'm going to show you a card that came out that's going to tell you what to do, you know, when it comes to that, like what you need to be aware of. So in this one, it feels like, again, with it being in the Nine of Pentacles, uh, one of the things that I'm getting is that it's going to cost you something financially, sure, but other things, like it might feel like it's costing you something. So, for some people, it might cost them their job because they're going to take off their job to go. You know, for some people, I don't know what you mean by is it not helped. Let me see. Yeah, so for some people it's going to cost them like that. For other people, it's going to cost them in a different way. Um, there is a reader who said that what they're picking up is that there will be retribution, meaning the government, quote unquote, will cut off money to those cities or whatever. But it's like, come on, at some point, these threats are getting old, and all these people have to do is not pay their federal taxes, you know? So you don't even have money to cut off. Like, get over it. Um, at some point, there's some sacrifice that has to be made. But as far as like for the no kings, just, you know, just understand that there's going to be some kind of loss. For some people, not everybody. Like I said, some people are going to be walking away from jobs to show up because this feels more important. Some people, you know, might need to or might find themselves losing, say, fans or something. Like some influencers or something might lose fans because they're like, I can't believe you're on that side, you know, like stuff like that. So there's going to be some kind of opportunity cost to it. The other thing here is this: we got the Hermit in reverse. So this one's saying isolation, loneliness, and withdrawal. And here's the thing: we have that twice, right? So we have the loneliness on this one as well as on this one. And so what I feel is happening is that there's a caution to you being alone. Um, it's saying here, because this one comes out here, it's saying partnership. So it's don't go at it alone. Go with someone you trust, a trusted friend, find a group of people, maybe somewhere online who are going to the same one you're going to. Basically, numbers. This is what I'm getting from it is that there's numbers. So, like, if you try to do it by yourself, you're going to feel like you're out there by yourself. And it's basically saying to navigate the way that they are going to be like trying to create fear and illusion and deception is to be in numbers. If you're with other people who are like-minded, you're not going to fall for the things that other people say, right? So it feels like go with a support group, you know, like I said, go to No Kings, look it up, see where they have any kind of community. If they don't have a community, go onto these different um, platforms and search for No Kings and in your city to see who else is going. Like basically create somebody to go with. Oh, absolutely. Like the whole point is peace, right? The whole point is peace. But for other people, that's not the point. Um, and who knows, because Stephen Mueller is a quite an evil dude. So we don't know what he's telling people to do. And the women who are at the front of the ones I call the Four Horsemen, Gnome, Blondie, Gabbard, and I guess Susie Wiles would be it, even though it's Caroline, like she's 1 and 2. But anyway, the whole point is that there's somebody who's orchestrating, like producing, like because for them, it's about production. It's about the theater of it. So that's what I'm saying. Um, anyway, so as far as the outcome, I got this one at first, which was the hangman, right? Um, and the hangman, it says surrender, letting go, suspension, and new perspectives. New perspectives jumped out to me as the message is that the outcome of the day is going to shift perspective. I got that. Not just an individual, but like there's going to be a shift in perspective because, oh, okay. So, okay. Okay. So that's the other thing that's going to be happening is that there's going to be, you're going to see red, you won't see them wearing red hats, but you might see people that you know had flags and shirts up that were red, and that will now be there with their own signs. So that also feels like it's going to be happening because as you can see, it's like red and blue. And then, oops, sorry. And so that's also the same thing here is, like I said, there's going to be a shift in perspective. So you're going to see people who you thought were enemies actually standing with you. Oh, man. And I'm also getting like suspend your, I guess, your disbelief, but also your own judgment of them being there. So it honestly feels like that, like letting go of the judgment, letting go of all that, and just the outcome feels good. Let me put it that way, because this came up, and that is the Queen of Swords, and you know, swords is like a mental energy and things of that nature. So the Queen of Swords feels like the wisdom's going to win out, right? It's like I said, it's going to be the light people, the light healers, those people. It's going to be them who, you know, put that bubble of energy around everybody, and of that, you know, that kind of stuff. So, but basically, she's gonna win, right? So she, the big girl, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wisdom, the Queen of Objectivity, the Queen of Discernment, she's gonna win. So in other words, the energy of the day is going to be pretty interesting, but at the end of it, it will be good. Like you're gonna see people changing, you're gonna see perspectives changing and shifting, and going to have the opportunity to exercise that discernment, exercise that wisdom, and to help lead people again, to help lead people in a different way. So the No Kings feels like it's going to be, and that's interesting how it's No King, so we end up on the Queen. So basically, keep your head on straight for the day, partner up, you know, don't go at it alone, find somebody to go with. But also understand that you might see a neighbor there who was an avid Red Hatter and who is now joining the fight. Like you're going to see different people there. And then, so the outcome is for you to, I guess, really start working on allowing those new perspectives to come in, because it's going to happen. Like, I can feel it. The shift is happening. The shift is happening. Like that Purple Revolution BS was just BS because it was started by somebody who's really not that interested in it. But the truth is, there will be one. And well, actually, let me put it this way: there won't be a purple revolution. There will be a parallel revolution. Yeah, so it's going to be a parallel revolution because we don't need to necessarily become one. We just need to have the same objective, be going in the same way. So I can see a parallel revolution, not a purple revolution. So just suspend your belief, accept the new perspectives, be discerning. You still have to be discerning because some people are turning just because they're having hard times, not because they learned anything. And The outcome is, I think we're going to come out stronger. That's what it feels like. It feels like the outcome of that day is that we are going to come out stronger. And I will tell you, the most powerful person on a chessboard is not the king. The most powerful person on a chessboard is the queen. And the queen often represents the people. So please be aware, you are the most powerful piece in this whole game, no matter what they want to say. All right? You are the most powerful piece. You can move in any direction, and your job is to protect our country. Okay? So protect our country, protect our way of life, protect our kids, you know, those things. But also protect your freedom and wield the sword if you have to. You know what I mean? But yeah, what difference can you do? The difference that you can do is be present sometimes. Be present, because some people will be hesitating to even be there. You know what I mean? And it's like, listen, we're not besties. See, it came up again. Now we got a king. But this time it's talking about like being a leader, and that's what I'm actually talking about at this point. And it's the King of Swords. So again, being a leader of your own mind, you know, because what I was just saying is like, you don't have to kumbaya with people just yet. You know what I mean? But you do have to, I don't know if I have to, but you might want to create that space for them to grow, you know, because I'm definitely not holding hands with anybody who voted to have people's lives disrupted and then just change because theirs also got disrupted. Like, that's, I'm not holding your hand, but I will stand next to you as you change, as you grow. And if you don't do that, then I'm not that intricately woven into you. But this is it. This is actually it. This is the point, is that it's community. It's about creating community, and within it, basically joy, and finding your way back to joy, and finding your way back to community. And what they have done a really good job of, besides what the social media people have done in separating people through algorithms, but like the way these corporations have worked in overworking people, is that they have essentially fractured the family as well as the community. And so now it's like, no, the community needs to fight back. We need to actually create more community. And so we'll be celebrating. We'll definitely be celebrating. Why would they be there? You know, they might just feel led to be honest. And I think that's okay. I think that's okay, because in truth, it, when see, it's when it's a cult, and it has been a cult, right? And they have been in an insulated bubble, thanks to these algorithms and these TV channels that they watch. It's it really is cognitive dissonance. It really is like, you know, let's put it this way. It's like when I found out that Bill Cosby did some shady stuff, it was like, not my grandpa, you know? I looked at him as my grandpa growing up. And then I had to start looking at him as a flawed man. And then I had to look at him as a perpetrator. So it was a progression. And it takes time to go through the stages of grief, I guess you can say. And so they might show up, one, out of curiosity, but two, out of feeling like they needed to. Like, you never know why spirit is calling you somewhere sometimes. And in it, they're going to learn. They're going to meet people, and they're going to learn. They're going to learn that they weren't being told the truth. So it's going to be interesting. A lot of them are waking up. It's just hard. You know, it's really hard. It's really hard. You know, it really is hard. But anyway, so that is the collective energy for that.